Spring equinox is about balance. And balance, of course, the day and night being the same. So this balance is in the earth, it's in the energy all around us. So it's the opportunity for us to look at our lives and see what we can do to bring our lives into better balance. And as I've probably said in the past, we all have we all have a semblance of balance, but sometimes it's sort of like barely holding on kind of balance. And it feels a whole lot better, more peaceful, more healthy to be in really good balance. And I think about my garden, of course. I make all my best um, spiritual revelations come from watching my garden. And right now, all the little plants are coming back, and um, I have this tendency to want to keep every single plant that arrives and then go and buy more. Um, and I have such a hard time of weeding and cutting back. However, I know that if I do that, then certain plants will just overtake the others, and then my garden's way out of balance. So, um, learning how to pick and choose what needs to be weeded, what needs to be uprooted. And I used to have, I'm getting much better with this one, which is pruning. I used to have the most ridiculously hard time, yes, of pruning, because I would have this mindset of like, well, if I cut too many, then I won't get any fruit, or I won't get any, blossoms. And the exact opposite is true. And I'm going to use my rose bush for an example because it loves to be pruned. And I didn't prune it in the beginning. And what would happen, it got too many vines, not enough nourishment to those branches. And when the leaves grow in, they suffocate each other, and then it gets sick. So learning to cut back with what's the word? Oh, this is what I tell my girls when it's time for them to like go through old stuff, old toys and old clothes and stuff. I'm like, be ruthless, be ruthless. Cut it back, cut it back. And back to the rose bush. That a hard pruning is the very best thing for it. It has air. It creates like so many more blossoms, and it creates rose hips. Only if it's cut back real hard. So this is the time of year for that. In bulk, we were like preparing our seeds, and now we're looking at, okay, things are emerging in life. What are we gonna cut back? What are we gonna prune? So in a very basic schema, how I check in with myself, my own rosebush, the balance that we all need for health. I think of it in two sides. There's the work side of a work um, for money, and work for the home, and work on myself, the healing work, and the hard work. And then on the other side is rest and pleasure and fun. And I can usually just look at those two sides, and usually my work side is like way too heavy, and my fun and rest side is way too sparse. And so I'm always trying to, you know, take time away and put things over onto the fun and pleasure and rest.